I'm the dopest in the game. JG is spitting fire, keep him hollering out my name. I'm a murderer any beat, they calling me a lunatic. I don't fuck on lame niggas, when he see me, he gon' panic. I'm from outer space, nigga, yeah, you know another planet. She made it to the top, oh geez, goddamn it. Tell that bitch that's got the crown, hand it over, I demand it. I'm the leader in the game, top awards, bitch, hand it.
Alright, so they on NewbieVet, got a special guest. We got my girl, JG.
The one and only.
The one and only. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Okay, I'm doing blessed. Beautiful day. We outside today. This, by the water. Beautiful out here.
It is.
So, let's get into it. So, you're originally from Alabama?
Nope, I'm originally from Waterbury, Connecticut.
Waterbury, Connecticut.
Yep.
Okay, I totally killed that. Okay, Waterbury, Connecticut. Tell us a little bit about that, like, the area.
Well, I grew up most of my childhood in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
I ended up going into the foster care system, and trying to find my dad led me back down to Alabama, down in the South.
Down in the South. So that's what the transition. So basically,
Yep.
Connecticut. You were born in Connecticut.
Yep.
And stayed there to how long? What, 6, 7?
About 7 years.
About
old.
7. And
Yep.
then you transferred from there to Alabama.
Yeah, but I didn't come to, I was in Georgia for a little bit. I didn't come to Alabama until I was about 10 years old.
About 10 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
So far as your memory, you remember only vague history of Connecticut. You only know more about Alabama than Connecticut, or?
It's probably about the same.
About the same?
I remember a lot of stuff as a child.
Okay, as a child.
Like just walking to the trains and stuff like that with my mom, wearing 5, 6 dang on jackets, earmuffs. It was so cold, like, and we walked everywhere to catch like the train and the bus. So I don't miss that part.
You don't miss that at all?
No.
I don't think nobody missed that part. I mean, unless you like I said, unless you just, you grown up and you're older now, you just got accustomed to the weather,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, how was your childhood in Alabama?
Most of my childhood in Alabama I spent in like foster care. So when I got about 15 years old is when I finally met my father. When I met my dad, he just wasn't what I expected him to be or who I expected him to be the whole time. So I kind of like went my own separate way after that.
So more like, what was you were expecting him to be more of a father?
A father,
Provider.
I looked up to him like a superhero.
Yeah.
When my mom slacked, I thought he would come in, like meeting him, it'll be like a life-saving thing. Like he'll come in and be that parent that I always thought he would be, but that just wasn't the case.
So do you remember history of being with him, being around him?
Yeah, I remember some of the events and stuff that took place when I was around him and things like that. My dad has about 17 kids.
17 kids?
Yep, and 3 of us are the babies. I'm the oldest baby.
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn. 17.
Yep.
So do you think okay, let's tap in that for a second. Okay, so when a man has more than, say, like 5, 6, 7 kids or whatever,
Yeah.
do you feel like it's kind of hard for that man to spend time with every last one of them, like the equal amount of time? Do you feel like there's a way that man could do that? Because it's kind of hard for a man to spend that much time, especially if he works, have his own personal things going and just did things like that. But you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 kids. Those like different responsibilities, because each kid has their own sets of responsibilities and stuff that they ask you for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you might have a brother that always get in trouble, so that's a whole nother thing. You might have a sister that goes to college. That's a whole nother thing. So you get what I'm saying? So you feel like when a man has multiple kids, you feel like it becomes detrimental for the rest of the kids, like you start lacking in some departments?
I feel like that would have been his case if all of us were around the same age, but most of your children were already grown when you met me. So you only had, at that time, you had 3 children that were the youngest ones. We were teenagers. I felt like it wasn't hard for him to you know, try to get to know one of us, like you try to get to know us or have us around and things like that. Cause I went to work with him. My sister went to work with him and stuff like that. And I just felt like him as a person is just not a good thing. Him as a person.
So when you the interaction with your father once you did reenact, you know, got back, you know, around him, how was that energy? It wasn't nowhere what you expected. It was totally.
It started off okay, but I felt like my father. My father was married when he got my mother pregnant. So I guess that's the reason why my mother kept us away from him. But all in all, when we met him, we were already teenagers, so his wife had already knew about us. But I felt like he allowed for his wife to be a reason he didn't really do certain things for us. Or like when she finally met us and stuff like that, we lived with him for a short period of time until it became a problem when she didn't accept my sister in, my baby sister. When she didn't accept my sister in, I felt like it was because my sister was, out of all his children, my baby sister looked the most like him. And I felt like she had a grudge against my sister. And so I brought that to his attention. And when I seen that he didn't do much about it, I had made the decision that if my sister can't be accepted, I don't want to be accepted.
I feel you on that. How was his reaction towards that?
Just nonchalant.
Nonchalant?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, so that's like kind of what you needed to see, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So like growing up through all that, how was the relationship like far as with you and your mother? Like, is that, you know, it's getting better, or time will heal it?
Well, I tried to ask my mom a lot of questions about him and see what I could find out about him, but she wasn't much, you know, help when it came to that. Unfortunately, I can't ask her right now. My mother's been missing for 2 years, so I haven't been able to really, you know, ask her things that, you know, ponder my mind to this day. But
2 years.
2 years she's been missing. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. A situation with my father that made me look at him and men differently altogether. I told that to my mother, and I felt like my mother was making an excuse for him to be able to do what he did. And because of that, I just decided as a child that I just would distance myself from my father and learn to love him from afar. Because I feel like at the end of the day, you have to expect people to be people. And with that being said, he just how he is. He thinks how he is, and the same for me and everybody else. So I could either choose to be around it or choose not to be around it. So I choose not to be around it.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Because you don't want to have that daily reminder of just the past and stuff like that. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. So going through all that, I'm pretty sure that inspired you to write the dope music you have.
Oh, yes, for sure.
And stuff like that. So I know that's a lot of them stories are a lot of the inspiration that you come when you get in the studio and stuff like that.
Yes.
So what you think is your most personal record that you think you done recorded so far?
My most personal, I got this song called Energy, and then I have a couple of more songs that I wrote about my father and my mother that I have not released out to the public just yet. Okay. So right now it's just like I haven't really gotten to show that side of me with my music to my supporters. And I'm excited to be able to release that for them to be able to understand me more as a person and as an artist.
Yeah, also showing growth.
That's right.
Also showing growth.
Yeah.
Also, okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about this, this new record or the new album that you're working on, new project.
Okay, yes.
Some of the songs and some of the things that you got coming up, music videos, shows, just events.
We just shot the video to $1 Million Pro.
$1 Million Pro.
This is a big song. This is my biggest single right now in my career. We have Mr. Hanky.
Shout out Mr. Hanky.
Shout out to Mr. Hanky. That's my G. But
how was it working with Hanky?
It was so dope working with Hanky. He's so easygoing, just chill.
Right.
And at first I was a little intimidated because I never worked with a big producer before.
Right.
But working with him, I got in the studio. We put our minds together, and we came up with the record. We did it and laid it down, and it was what it was.
What it is.
A hit.
It is.
Yeah.
So that experience was great. Like you needed that experience. Though.
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So did he mostly did he help you far as y'all coming together with the rhythm, the sound, the melody, how the arrangement of the song? Like he actually gave you some tips and stuff.
Well, actually, he sent the beat over to my manager.
Okay.
My manager sent it over to me. I instantly knew when I heard it. I was like, "This a hit."
This it, yeah.
So it took me probably 5-7 minutes to put it together with the hook. I recorded the first verse, recorded the second one. I did a pre-recording at home in my home studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent that reference track over to my manager. She sent it to Hank, and Hank let's get in the studio now.
And do it. So, that's what's up.
At the time, I was staying in Atlanta, Georgia, so I went on over to the studio. We laid it down, and it is what it is.
Okay.
Yep.
So how long you stayed in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta probably 3 years.
Okay. For those who trying to plan on moving to Atlanta, what are some things you'll tell a person that's moving to Atlanta for the first time that don't know nothing about Atlanta? What are some things that you would tell them to look out for and how to basically maneuver and live in Atlanta?
See past the smoke and the mirrors.
Okay.
Everybody ain't who they say they are, who they portray to be. You gotta be careful.
Fact.
These folks will tell you they do this, they do that, they work with this person, they work with that person. A lot of them just, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Like, people be lying, they just capped out down there, for real.
So from the 3 years you've been there, why do you, cause I know you done seen a lot of this and had all this happen to you.
Mm-hmm. Almost
Because, Atlanta's scam capital. It's considered the scam capital.
Yep.
So my thing is when you was in Atlanta, what was the first scam that you ran across?
First scam I ran across?
That someone tried to scam you. What was the first one that you know was hey, this is a scam?
Well, I had been doing a lot of open mics and stuff when I first got there, just to kind of feel myself around there, get people to hear me and stuff like that. So the first scam I ran across was these people, I can't remember their name, and even if I did remember their name, I like not to call names.
Right. Yeah, we don't call
just
names.
Keep things, discreet. So they came up to me and they heard my song. So at the time, everybody wanted their hands on this song that I did. It's called Jealous Ass Bitch. So, and I think Cardi B them stole it last year or something. They stole it, spent it off again.
Damn.
But that's the second time it's been stolen now.
Damn.
But, so the people came to me, they're like, oh, we want to sign to a 360 deal with this song a hit, this, that, and the third. And we want you to join this reality TV show. So I was like, cool. So at the time I had met this girl, she was a diehard supporter of my music. Her name was Angel. So she was like, sis, I want you to do it. I want you to try it. I felt kind of I ain't want to do it for real because I ain't know who these people was, what their intentions were or anything like that. So when we finally got down to it, went to it, it just was a whole bunch of BS. And I felt bad because they had a girl fly in from Miami to come audition for this fake show. They had people flying in coming.
Damn. And
So
it wasn't even real.
It wasn't even real.
Well, that's crazy.
They said the girl won first place, I won second place. But the thing that they said that pushed me in front of her was because she didn't have the look that they wanted their star person to have. So they pulled me into this back room talking about all this shit, hopping in bed with people, this, that, and the third. And I'm looking at them like, y'all some clowns, bro. So
getting on that part, cause a lot of people don't think, a lot of women that try to get into the industry, they don't feel like that actually exists in the industry. Far as when you get into the rooms with people that can actually do something for your career, a lot of these women don't seem to understand these things actually happen. These guys actually do abuse their power.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Didis and a bunch of Harvey Weinsteins behind the closed doors.
Yes.
Because money can shut people up.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Money can shut people up. So it's how come you feel like women still take the bait when it comes to because you do have women that do say yes to the bed, because they feel like, okay, I sleep with this guy. I done slept with guys way less, and didn't get nothing. But if I sleep with this guy, I can get a record deal. Why you think some women still continuously take that bait when they know that record deal doesn't last long?
Weak-minded.
Mm.
You got to be a strong-minded individual. Know what you want. Know what your vision is and go for that. And don't let nothing deter you from it. Don't let nobody tell you because you didn't do this with them or do that with that person that this ain't going to happen for you because people going to try you. Mm-hmm. You just got to stand strong.
Right.
I feel like with the women in the industry, it's so many women that's going. And when they come across somebody like me and I'm not going for it, you know, of course they get angry.
Yeah, and it's shocking.
Yeah. It's like, oh, she told me no. Of
Told
all
me
people,
no.
who does she think she is?
Right.
I don't think I'm no better than nobody. I just know what I'm standing for, and I'm standing on business every time. Let's get this business handled.
Right.
I don't give a damn what you got downstairs, whatever it is. I don't care anything about it. I'm trying to get to where I'm going with my music, and I ain't willing to compromise my morals or anything that makes me feel uncomfortable just to say you did something for me. I'd rather go get it out the mud myself.
Right. So how working with Serenity, how's that going?
That's my
girl.
manager.
That's my girl. Shout out Renity.
Well, you know, we both Rams. We both Aries. My birthday April 6th, hers is the 9th. We just clicked because she get me.
Right.
This the longest I've ever had a manager. We coming up on our 1 year anniversary with artist manager.
That's
so
good.
she's just a real one.
Yeah.
That's how I describe her.
She's a pit bull.
She is.
She's a pit
She'll
bull.
Go get her
like
now.
she don't play. She say something. She expect for it to happen.
Yeah.
If it don't happen, you gonna have issues.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's Serenity.
I need somebody. I needed somebody like that.
Yeah, you need somebody like
team.
that. You need a pit bull on your side because that also let people know that they can't come in and just fuck with you.
Nope.
Take advantage of none of that.
Nope. Cause she ain't going for none of it, and I ain't going for it.
And then it's a beautiful thing. It's two black women.
Yep.
That's a beautiful thing. That's real. That's real good. That's real good. So from Alabama to Augusta. No, to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And to Atlanta,
to
Augusta. So what made you come here?
My manager.
Manager. Okay.
I solely came down here for my manager only. Because I felt like every time she called me, she wanted me to go to the studio or we needed to do business and handle business with my music. It was always like, dang, I got to hurry up, get dressed, then drive 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, depending on traffic, just to come to her, or she got to come to me. It just was too much. So I made the decision to come on the outskirts of Georgia and just come down here and hold
it makes
it
sense
down.
because you get closer by.
Yeah.
Less money you save because
Yep.
you know every time she call, you got to kick out gas, come down,
That's a
drive,
fact.
travel, tired, things like that.
That's a fact.
So you ready for the tour life?
I am.
Plane,
I've been
jumping from
preparing
plane
for
to
a while
plane.
now.
Okay. You got your far as how you gonna map everything out time wise, far as you got to be in LA 1 minute and then Atlanta in the same day.
Whatever we need to do, it's gonna get done.
Okay. That's what's up. So far as do you feel like once a person gets on, do you feel like they're entitled to always come back and look out for the ones that are less fortunate? They didn't really support you, but they could use your help. In other words, if that makes sense, you get what I'm saying. Do you feel like once artists do make that level, do you feel like they're entitled to always come back to help people? Because the reason I asked that, because it was a debate I seen online where some guy from, I think he's from Kansas or something like that, I read. But anyway, he just got a deal or whatever. He just basically took off. He got co-signed by Kendrick on a song. So he got co-signed. So you get co-signed by somebody that's hot now, your numbers blow. So he made a post saying that he's not finna help out nobody that wasn't supporting him, family, friends. He don't give a damn who it was.
Facts.
He had a lot of mix, in the comments. They were like, well, that's your family, this and this and that. Look out for the people that support you. He was like, nobody supported me. I did all the money, everything myself, shows by myself, the whole nine. Do you think he have a point?
I feel like if you're gonna move like that, don't even announce it.
Right.
Why say it? What's the point of saying it? You wanted that reaction that you got.
Right.
You should, okay, move like that, but
Right.
don't speak it. What do you have to speak
Right.
it for?
Because you
just
bringing in
feel
that energy.
You bringing that type of energy towards yourself, and you showing that you're still not happy with what you've been blessed with. Because if you get blessed, be a blessing to everybody else. Well, not everybody else, but be a blessing to someone else.
Right.
I'm not a fan of just letting everybody get on your boat, because they'll sink you. They'll put holes in it, and you'll never know who doing it.
Right.
If you trying to help out too many people. He still gotta build himself as an artist. Just because you got a cosign from a bigger artist don't mean shit
At all.
You still got a lot of stuff you gonna go through. You still got a lot of self-proving. You got a lot of records you gotta record. It's a lot of hard work.
A lot of, yeah.
And that's why I tell people too, like, when you get in this music industry or in the game period, like, you gotta eat, sleep, shit, breathe music, like, because if you don't have a passion for it, it's not gonna last. It ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Right.
And yeah, he should never said nothing. I would never said anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said
it. It is
anything.
what it is.
Right.
But I'm a firm believer in giving back to the community where you grew up at.
Right.
To be able to help better the children's foundation and things around the city, because I come from a poverty area, and when I get to where I'm going, I plan on giving back to those children in that area.
Yeah.
It's not about the people, it's about the kids, because the kids are the future, and a lot of people forget that. That's why we have messed up customer service with this, that, and the third, because people just doing stuff for money and barely making ends meet these days.
So going back to when you was living in Alabama, I know the last time when we talked, you saying that you grew up fighting a lot in Alabama.
I did, yes.
So I assume that the crime rate was kind of high back then.
Well, it's Tuskegee, Alabama.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they hear Tuskegee, they figure it's a school or a college town. That's the trenches. A lot of people don't know.
It be crazy like that. It be the places that you think that have the most respectable colleges have the worst neighborhood.
Worst neighborhood.
That's crazy. So where was the college actually located in y'all area?
We call it like uptown or downtown, like whatever the town is. Like, it's not all the way uptown, but it's like in a hidden road, and it's just nothing but the campus right there.
The number campus.
Number campus. And then you got like a few apartments and houses and things over there
where the students stay at.
Right, but the projects, the Jets is right up the road from there. You get what I'm saying?
It's right there.
Yes, the whole city is the hood. There's no good side.
So y'all don't have no good side?
No good side. Damn. Nobody's safe.
That's crazy. You know, normally there's always like, okay, this the white folks side. The Hispanics stay on this side. Don't be up the whole. That's crazy.
The whole city, the hood.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, man. So the whole city like that.
Whole city.
Yeah. So no wonder why you're fighting all the time.
Oh yeah. When I came down, them girls looking like, oh, who she thinks she is? She thinks she all that and do.
Dang.
So was put up or shut up.
So far as of now, do you see any changes since you've been gone, or it's kind of the same?
I feel like it's kind of the same. It's not as much as like retaliation and crime down there, but it still is.
Yeah. But
it's not as much as it was when I was in high school.
Right.
Because a lot of people are dead. A lot of people locked up. But it still continues generation after generation. Right. We was they was into it with like Shorter versus Tuskegee. Like,
dang.
This side against that side. But we do say the west side is the best side. But it just was a lot of, beefing in school and stuff, a lot of fights and things like that. A lot of times our school went on lockdown. From fights, breaking out, people just bringing guns. It just was always on 10.
So you did shows all around Alabama, right?
Yes.
So you went to Birmingham and
I'd have been to Birmingham, I'd have been to Mobile, I'd have been to Dothan, Montgomery, Alabama. I haven't been to Tuscaloosa yet. or Huntsville, but those were the next two on my list.
Next two you want to? Okay, but you perform at the other ones though.
Yes.
Like, what was your best crowd? Out of your best show that you like, out of your best city in Alabama that you, outside of yours of course, but the best city that you went and they show love and stuff. The most love. The most love.
I would say Dothan.
Okay. Alabama.
That one right there, I was opening up for Fujiano, Cash Doll, and I think it was Moneybag Yo. So that crowd was pretty cool. Okay. They was very supportive.
Okay. I've been to Dothan, Alabama when they had a fair up there.
They bad too.
Yeah.
Them folk get down up there.
I was just about to get into that. Yeah, we went to.
I was definitely in and out there.
Yeah. We went down to do like a press run, like to do some promotion. Yeah, we went to a club. We went to the mall down there first, and we asked people where about it. Well, where all the black people be at and stuff like that. They told us where the spots at. We went there, and we didn't stay long. But we went there, passed out some stuff, did what we had to do, met some people, and left.
Right. Dothan and Mobile. I'm in and out. Birmingham too. Yeah. We called it First 48.
I rode through Birmingham. I actually never stopped through it.
Good. Don't. We called that First 48 right there.
So Augusta got to be the most chillest spot you done stayed at so far.
So far, yes.
Yeah, the most
it's
like
been just chill. It's very country, but I mean Tuskegee's country too. Yeah. But I never really went outside for real like that.
Yeah. But that's different too. That's your place though.
Yeah.
People know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a whole totally different thing. Like down here in Augusta, like it's chill for us, but when people know you and you got a name or something, then it's like, yeah.
Now, one thing I will say about Tuskegee, Alabama, like the people down there, they know me, they love me, and they support me. Every time I go home, people come up, oh my gosh, JG, can I take a picture with you? And that means a lot to me because it's like I didn't even expect people from my hometown to even be watching my journey and see me growing as an artist, and I'm grateful for that. So
that's dope. That's some dope. That's dope for real. That's dope. So what are your goals like far as when it comes to your goal when it comes to music and after music? What are your goals?
With my music, I feel like, or I am on the pathway to taking it to the top. I want to be Michael Jackson big. Okay. And so I'm prepared to take it to that level whenever we need to, or whenever God see it fit for me to have my time to do so. After music, I want my own artist, a guy and a girl artist. Still have my hand in that. And I'm a dental student too, so I want to have my own dental practice.
That's what's yeah. That's where your money gonna come in at.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Oh, that's
the music, the dental work you gonna make money in music, but that dental work gonna be some money.
That's a fact. I'm gonna get my doctoral.
Yeah, that's gonna be some money, but that's guaranteed money. Cause with a record deal, you gotta have a hit record to bring the money.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? People always need dental work.
Oh, that's a fact.
Constantly. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, so before we slide off on NewbieVet, is there any love you want to shout out?
I just want to give everybody shout out to my manager Serenity, SMG. You already know.
Shout out Renity.
And shout out to everybody who supported me. If you're supporting my music and watching my journey, I forever love you for it, and I appreciate it. Y'all keep an eye out for me growing as an artist and just see me grow on my journey. Y'all have a good one.